Gaza doesn't exist anymore, and nobody told you. 72,553 people. That's not a statistic. That's the entire population of Naperville, Illinois, gone. And I know what you're thinking. I thought we fixed this. There was a ceasefire. I saw it on my Instagram story. I reposted a little olive branch emoji. Yes, yeah, about that. Here's what nobody told you after that ceasefire went into effect. Israel kept bombing anyway. 780 Palestinians killed after the ceasefire. 18,000 injured. 2 days ago, 9 more people died. And where was your feed? Posting about the Met Gala? I'm not judging you. I was distracted too. Because here's how this works. And this is the part that should genuinely disturb you. The news cycle is designed to make you forget. There's always a next thing. Iran, tariffs. Whatever drama is happening in the White House today at 9 a.m. and Gaza just slides off the screen. So today we're not letting it slide. Let me give you numbers. Because Americans respect numbers. Since October 7, 2023, 72,553 Palestinians killed. More than half are women and children. 38,000 women and girls dead. The UN's own spokesperson said, Israel is killing an average of 47 women and children every single day. Think about that. Every day. While you were at brunch, while you were arguing about whether the new season of the White Lotus was good. But wait, it gets worse. Because this isn't just about casualties. This is about erasure. 2,700 entire families gone. Not one person left. The family name, done. No one to carry it forward. No one to inherit the house, the olive trees, the grandmother's recipe for makluba. Just nothing. 6,000 more families where only one person survived. One. Imagine being that person. You wake up and you are the only member of your family left on earth. And the world said, we are monitoring the situation. Now here's what I need you to understand about what's happening on the ground right now. Gaza's entire infrastructure gone. Half the hospitals destroyed. Half the schools rubble. Universities leveled. Mosques barely any left standing. And the farmland, the olive groves that Palestinian families have maintained for generations, bulldozed. Francesca Albanese, the UN Special Rapporteur on Palestine, and yes, the US has sanctioned her for saying this. She looked at all of this and said, this is non-war. This is genocide. That's not a pro-Palestinian activist. That's the United Nations. And America's response was to sanction the messenger. Meanwhile, in the West Bank, which you really forgot about, Israeli settlers are using sexual violence as a systematic tool to force Palestinian women off their land. That's in a report from the Norwegian Refugee Council. Women are afraid to leave their homes. Girls are going to school because there are barbed wire fences around the schoolyards. Literal children are standing at barbed wire fences screaming, let us into our school. And Itamar Ben-Gvir, Israel's own national security minister, is out here going, America's got our back, full send. He's not wrong. Now let me talk about the part that generally makes me want to flip a table. You know who lives right next to Gaza? Jordan, Saudi Arabia. Countries sitting on unfathomable wealth. And I mean that literally. Their GDP numbers look like a phone number. 70 years of Palestinians being displaced, bombed, dispossessed. And the neighbors with all the money and all the influence have responded with strongly worded statements. We call upon all parties to exercise restraint. Bro, restraint? One party has F-35s and a nuclear arsenal. The other party has children throwing rocks. And it's not just Arab nations. The European Union tried, Spain and other countries pushed to cancel the EU-Israel trade deal. You know who blocked it? Italy's Giorgia Meloni and Germany's Friedrich Merz. The same Meloni that certain people online keep calling a hero. She killed the one economic tool that might have applied real pressure on Israel. And India, which has stood with Palestine since 1947, that's its own independence here. And a recent BRICS meeting, India reportedly tried to soften the framing of Israel's actions and push back on the UN's two-state solution language. Jerusalem as Palestine's capital, India helped water that down. When the countries that should be in your corner show up to the fight and quietly stand on the other side of the room, that's when you know how alone you are. Here's a practical reality. Rebuilding Gaza, just rebuilding it, will take 10 years and $71.4 billion if there are no more attacks. That's the estimate. That money was supposed to come largely from Arab nations. But those same nations have had their own economies beaten up by regional instability. Saudi Arabia's economy is struggling. So now the question is, will the pledges actually materialize? And here's the kicker. Israel is already saying it plans more military operations in Gaza. More after all of this. So the cycle continues. Build, bomb, build, bomb. Except the build part requires $71 billion from countries that may not deliver, and the bomb part just requires a phone call to Washington. I know this is heavy. I know you came here maybe expecting some jokes and chart graphics. And yes, those are in other episodes. But sometimes you just have to sit in the weight of something. Gaza is not a trend. It's not a hashtag life cycle. It's 2.3 million people who are still there, still surviving, still refusing to leave their land despite every incentive and disincentive in the world. The least we can do is keep talking about it. Not just when it's trending, not just when the algorithm serves it to you, but consistently, persistently, annoyingly, like that one friend who won't let you change the subject. Be that friend. Share this. Talk about it. Because the people of Gaza have held on through the unimaginable. The least we can do is hold their story. I'm Mazhar. Subscribe if you want to keep paying attention to the things the news cycle wants you to forget.